Um, Hello everybody again. um, okay, what do I think about Demo B? My impressions. It's good. The only thing I have a problem with them is uh, something I don't want to talk about, but I'm gonna have to talk about. That's X and Zero. If you haven't got the game already and you're like around chapter 16, right where Demo B is, because Demo A is like around chapter 10 or so. Either it's before chapter 10 or it's yeah, it has to be before chapter 10, I think. Cuz you run into most of those people like before chapter 16, except for Ulala and a few others. You don't run into X and Zero until like way later on. I think you run into them like after chapter 16, not right after, but like after it. You don't run into Ulala until like way later on, like chapter like I don't remember. It was an annoying mission. It was an annoying mission where you ran into her, where you had to do a escort mission. It was stupid. But you ran into Ulala during that. But yeah, that's the whole fiasco with her. But with X and Zero, you don't run into them for like a while. So if you're around chapter 16 thinking you're gonna run into X and Zero fairly soon, I don't think you run into them for a while. I could be wrong, because I don't remember. Because I played through it and I don't remember when the hell I ran into them. I ran into them and I was like, okay, now they're here. Now they're here doing what I need them to do, and all and having they're fairly all their moves like their complete move list. If you ever get that far, you have everything that they have, like all their skills. Well, not all their skills, because I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how many skills everybody has per se, because I only got to like level like 50, and so during like the end game, I think I got. I'll check. But oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I started drinking pop, but I was hot. It's like I'm like burning up. I was like, oh god, I gotta cool down. Drink a cold pop. Ah, so cold, so good. But yeah, it's like you don't really run into X and Zero for like a while, and when you finally do run into them, it's like good. Yeah, we're like in like level 56 and stuff. Yeah, Ryu and Ken's 56, Akira and Pai's 55, Zephyr and Leanne. Yeah, we're all in our 50s, if not. Yeah, we're all in our 50s. So when you hit late game, you should be around like level. You should be like at their levels, because the end boss is like level 56. Spoilers. That's the end boss right there, Mr. That Guy. This is the end boss mission. I quick saved it here, so whenever I want to actually fight the boss again and beat the game again, I can just go to my quick save. You may be thinking, there's only one quick save, so what do you do about like your other like playthroughs? Since I'm going through it again, I'm not quick saving it whatsoever, unless I get this far again. Then I'll start quick saving it and whatnot, because it's like, oh, I know I'm close, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's the end boss mission. It's a hassle getting there, but it's all good. But actually, I can show you. I think I could show you X and Zero's all their moves list during the actual fight. But sorry if I'm looking down. I'm like playing this at the same time while talking. But yeah, it's like you don't run into him for like a while. Like a while. You so don't run into him for like a little bit. You don't. I think you run into X and Zero before you run into Ulala, but I don't remember. Jeez, one hit. That's so bull. Is X and Zero still alive? Nope, never mind. I was gonna show y'all that, but I can't. Can't show you their move list. They're like dead. You'll lose. You'll literally, if you don't. There's one thing I can spoil y'all about. Save health items. Save them. The XP items. You don't really necessarily need those as much. They're helpful. They're really helpful late game, like end game. But all your other like save your items. Like once you hit like chapter 20, start saving those items. Cause that like you'll start like before like from the prologue till like about chapter 20. Don't try to use those health items. Like try to save them as much as you can, and try to rely on like your skills. That anyone who has like a cure skill or like a heal skill, make sure like they have like enough XP so they can heal. There's like one team, I think. I'm not too sure if anyone else, but there's like one team that's Haken and Kaguya, I think. They learned a skill that heals everybody, and I think it takes about 130 XP. And man, I never used that. I was using that all late game until I ran out of XP and items and stuff. I was like, oh no. I thought I was screwed until actually I beat the boss. I was like, oh thank God. But yeah. It's like you don't run into X and Zero for like a while, but the demo. I was talking about the actual game, now I gotta talk about the demo. Whoops. Oh man. But yeah, it's like oh yeah, when you beat the game you get this little BMG thing where you can listen to the soundtrack. Yeah, there's like 65 songs on here, so yeah. See, there's 68, sorry. There's 68 songs on here. And you can listen to it, or when you're in battle, you can actually change it to whatever one you want. You don't have to worry about doing it in this option, in this menu thing, where you're in the chapters, where you can save it, or go to the training mode thing, where you're actually in the game. When you're doing the RPG thing, you push X to change the menu. You can go to options and change like the sounds and listen to the soundtrack at the same time. What I did was like when I was like replaying it during like the prologue, I set it to random. I was like, oh dear God, let me not do that. So I just set it back to normal. For me, I probably will do a whole after end game thing with like the BMG on freaking random, just to see how long I can deal with that. Cause there's like there's 68 songs, but there's only like I say there's like I'd say there's like probably half of that I actually like, but I haven't listened to every single song, so I can, but I haven't yet. I mean, I have during the game, but I haven't actually listened and see if I liked anything. There's a lot of songs I like. But, I gotta start picking favorites. I gotta make like a top 10 or a top 5 or some shit. But yeah, it's like, the demo, wow, I'm actually freaking sweating, jeez. Not that bad, but I'm sweating. But yeah, the demo, Demo B. It's good. It's short. Demo B is actually shorter than Demo A. It's way shorter. Like, I still don't get the whole, the European people getting 30 uses for Demo A, and we only got like 5. And that was before the game came out for us. I mean, we could have at least got 10. That would have been like, anything but 5. Like, 5 is too, like, I don't know. 30 is too many. 5 is it's like not enough. But for Demo B, 10 uses would have been perfect because it's short. It's shorter. Like Demo B is actually shorter than Demo A. It's way shorter because there's like way less. There's way less enemies and there's literally way less enemies on Demo B than there is on Demo A. Because on Demo A, no, actually, I actually might be wrong about that. I think there's either it's the same amount of enemies for each demo, or there's less because on Demo A when Ayame or however the hell you might or however her name is actually pronounced. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I don't do well with pronouncing names. I don't know. I thought it was Ayame. I don't know. Is it A-Y-A then May? And I was like, oh dear God, Ayame. If I pronounce that wrong, don't blame me. I don't know how to pronounce that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. So I'll be glad to accept that because I have no idea how to rightfully pronounce that. But it's like when she spawns, she brings I think she brings 4 enemies with her, if not more. Because in the actual game, there's a crap load of enemies. Like there's like a bucket of enemies. Because you when you excuse me, during that chapter, your team you have your team, they get split up. Not as well. I mean, throughout the whole game, you get split. You get split up so many damn times. It's like, oh, screw it. We got split up. Oh well, we got to deal with this. But in that chapter, your team gets split up. In the demo, there's like this barricade. It's like half the team's over here, and the other half is like on the other side of the wall. And this one girl pops up, and she has enemies with her. Then after a while, you run into I don't know those two's names. I don't want to pull out my damn book, my little art book that tells me their name. But you run into them, the wall comes down, and then Ayame pops up with her 4 enemies. And then the whole mission objective changes. The mission objective change, I don't think you have to worry about the mission objective changing until around those chapters. I don't think it really changes all that much until chapter 10. I could be wrong. I think it changes I think it changes I don't remember when it actually started changing, but the mission objective changes sporadically. The mission objective changes more often than your whole team splitting up. I think that's how the game overcompensated because it's there's so many characters, and the only way for them to really balance it is by adding as many enemies as they did, which really doesn't make sense since it's on easy mode. I could see that on hard mode, say if it was kind of like a new game plus where you kept, because with the new game plus for that, you basically start a new slate. It's kind of like you started a new game, but you get all your items. That's why I said save them. Try to save them as much as you can. Because on hard mode, they don't, I think the XP, I think that stays, it didn't feel different. They said, you would get less XP from enemies. It didn't really feel different. It seems like it's almost the same, but I could be way wrong. It just seems like it gives you, the same amount, just about. But for the items, they really, don't give you as many items during, the hard mode thing. They really don't. Every enemy on easy mode drops an item. Every time you break an enemy's guard, say you was doing a combo and you did a reset and their guard reappeared and you reblocked it or rebroke it, you usually get items. That's why there's 2 things that's about Project X Zone that you really would need to do. That you really need to learn how to do. Critical attacks, because they take off a lot of health and whatnot, and resetting. And that's I can't really explain how the reset works because I don't really get it. I experimented with it and I kind of get it, but sometimes I don't. It's sometimes when I do it, it's by sheer luck. but I kind of it's like I'm kind of understanding it. It's like it took my second playthrough for me to actually understand like the game itself. My first playthrough, I was enjoying the unholy hell out of it. But now I'm actually trying to understand like how everything works. Even though it's a little weird, it's like how do you beat the game you don't understand how it works? It's like, well, you could just play it and you could basically just spam buttons and kill enemies. Although during your second playthrough, that's gonna change because that attack plus I'll do like a comparison for that. Not in this video, but I'll do it in like another video when I'm talking about Project X Zone again, because this video is probably going to be way lengthy. Sorry about that. It's like I was just talking about one thing, and I'm talking about something else. Damn it! Let me talk about Demo B, and then I'll talk about everything else later on in another video. That way, this video doesn't get way too long. But yeah, Demo B. It's good. It's short. It's way short. It feels shorter than Demo A. I could be wrong. I think no. I don't remember how long Demo A was, but Demo B felt really short. Maybe because it's like I played the whole game and I already beat it, and after a while, it's like it starts to get really like some missions can really take about an hour. Like a good chapter could take about an hour or so, and there's like 40. I think there's 46 chapters or so. So yeah, that's about 46 hours, give or take. It can be 40, it can be less, or it can be more depending on. Say if you already beat the game and you're going through it again, like how I am. It's like I don't think I could show you. Actually, no, I can. But yeah, it's like for chapter 14 during my second playthrough, I'm not too sure if y'all can see the time too well, but it's like I put it in about 10 hours, but I'm on chapter 14. So if every chapter was like an hour, that would be 14 hours. But the first few chapters are really short and really freaking easy. Even on hard mode, the first few during the prologue, all that stuff is actually easy until you get I'm not too sure how it's gonna be when you get out of the prologues for the hard mode thing, but for the hard mode during the prologues it's actually kind of easy. But talking about the actual game again, damn it. Demo B. What do I think about it? I liked it. It was good. It was short. The whole X and Zero thing might piss off a lot of people because you actually don't run into them for a while. I'm not too sure exactly when because I don't remember, but you run into them after chapter 16, and I think you run into him before Ulala. You don't run into her for until around chapter 20, if not later, because you don't run into Cosmos and stuff until I think around chapter 20s, from around there, and you actually don't get Seiya until way late game too. She's a very helpful assist. I didn't know where to put her, so I just put her with damn it, I don't remember those two's name. Never mind. I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't remember the name. I think it's Ichimaru and Sakura, but I could be wrong. I don't want to check because I'm not talking about that. I'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I liked it. It was short. It was really, I don't know, it felt too short for me. But yeah, if you haven't tried either of the demos out, I say try them. They're kind of actually funner than the actual game in a way because they're short. I wish the actual game was a little bit short. I wouldn't mind if hard mode was a little bit longer because that would make sense because it's hard. It would make sense. It's on a harder difficulty. Therefore, it would be, it would take longer to do this stuff, even if it's your second or fourth or 10th playthrough, however many times you decide to play through it again. But on easy mode, it's a little long. It's too long for an easy mode. I mean, yeah, it's an RPG, and yeah, Namco X Capcom did this. Is it? Yeah, I think it's Namco X Capcom, but they did the same thing. Because this is actually a sequel, and I'm not too sure how that all works out, but it is a sequel. It's a 10-year late sequel or so. because that game came out like for the PS2. That was years ago. Years ago. It's 2013 we got Project X Zone. Japan got that like I think Japan actually got Project X Zone last year. Like around Christmas or so, but I could be wrong. I don't remember when they got it, but we got it like in 2013. So we actually didn't get Namco X Capcom, which is really weird. So we might be seeing more games like this, hopefully. I hope there's a sequel, but I hope they like fix a lot of problems. There's not really problems with the game. Like it's fine. It's just for the easy mode, it's long. It's too long for an easy mode. Like some people can deal with it. I mean, I bared through it and I got through it. So I mean, I don't mind going through it again. It's gonna be a little bit iffy, but I gotta give the game a second try, like a second playthrough before I can like actually say anything. Like in my first video, it summed up like the game in a nutshell. It can get really repetitive. It is repetitive, but it's fairly fun. I mean, it's like as long as you don't play the game too long, it's one of those games where you play it, you enjoy it, and then you just set it down, take a break, and you'll be fine. But if you try to play it for too long, you'll start to get like. I almost hated the game because of how repetitive it got. Like I was enjoying it, but it's so repetitive that I was hating. Like I hated how repetitive it got with all the enemies you have to fight, because it's like oh, you gotta fight all this it's like, oh, you gotta kill all these enemies, and the mission objective changes and more enemies popped up. It's like, god damn it. It got annoying fast, but it's still fun. It's fun, and there's fan service out the wazoo. But I just hope there's another game. I hope there's a sequel to this fairly soon, you know. And I hope they kind of fix that issue, because a game like this it is fun. It's repetitive. I mean, that's fine in a sense, but on easy mode, they should tone that down just a little bit. I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but it feels like they're overcompensating when they shouldn't be. I mean, it makes like once you hit like some of the later chapters, you kind of get it, but I don't know. I was playing it for far too long during the later chapters for me to actually say anything positive about it. Besides, it's fun. I enjoyed it, and you know, some of the later stages are actually kind of cool looking, especially like the end stage. It's like really trippy. Oh boy, that's a whole another topic. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, it's like anyway, if you're not a fan, don't get it. Try the demo out, but if there's nothing really hooking you, don't get it. I mean, yeah, you should get it, so more games like this, you know, so we can get more games like this, because you know the localization of games is a little bit wonky, but you should get this to encourage them to like localize more games, so we can get more titles, like titles we never got. And we'll start being able to kit them. The only thing I can say about that is, if they can't localize it, remove the region lock thing. Problem solved. If you can't localize the game, just remove the region lock. Look at the DS. Look how well it did. There's so many games on the DS that we actually didn't get, but since it wasn't region locked, we actually was able to enjoy them. And there's many of those games. For me, the one game that I enjoyed for the DS that we never got was Jump Ultimate Stars. We never got that over here. But since the DS wasn't region locked, just order that stuff overseas, and you just get 4 friends together. They don't need to have it. Get 3 friends together. They don't need to have the game. You have it. You just go to the little DS download play thing, and you can have just as much fun. It works out. I kind of wish there was some. I I kind of wish there was something like that for this game, kind of like a sort of a multiplayer type of thing, but it's too RPG for that. I kind of wish, like, for me, I kind of wish this was more like, I wish this was more like a brawler type of game. Kind of like Brawl, Jump, Bleach, Dark Souls, and all that good stuff. Kind of like that. Well, Bleach Dark Souls is a little bit too plain, but that was fun. But I kind of wish it was more like Jump, where it's like you get all these characters together and it just goes, everything goes chaotic. Everything's just hectic and whatnot. I wish this was more like that. If this was more like that, oh boy, I wouldn't care how much it was. If this game didn't come out in Japan, I would have easily forked over $500 plus for this game. If it was like that. But even this is actually, worthwhile. $40, I get a free soundtrack. Yeah, screw it. got me so, obviously. I mean, I don't mind that. But I kind of wish it was I kind of wish they kind of resolved that in a sense. But this video is getting way too long. I already said what I wanted to say about Demo B. There's a lot of more things I want to talk about, and I'm going to talk about in a bit. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stick around, and I'll see you in a bit.